There's an art to this life. Surviving, scheming, knowing when to push and when to pull back. Arthur, he's got the instincts, always has. But sometimes I wonder if all these bounties, all this running, it ain't just wearing him down. Even the strongest dogs get tired, and one day, they don't get back up.
Arthur Morgan wasn't much for town life, but work was work. And in Valentine, it came easy so long as you didn't ask too many questions. A few dollars for moving livestock, a few more for keeping quiet, and every now and then, a bounty. $50 this time, the kind of money that made a man listen, even when he knew it'd bring him nothing but grief.
Well, looky here. Maybe this is our man.
You a bounty hunter, mister?
Maybe. Depends.
I'm guessing you ain't here to pass the day, turn yourself in, or discuss the finer points of country law. So I don't need to know more than that, Alice. I got a reason to.
All right.
You smell that? This here's a livestock town, mister. Attracts delinquents and reprobates like flies. Now, I'm not a feller to pass quick judgment, but I've been around long enough to know you don't hire a saint to catch a sinner. You bring me what I need, I'll pay you well, and I won't ask no questions.
So, what is it you need?
Poster, wall over there.
He's a low-down huckster, poisoning folks with his miracle cure from here to Annesburg. Killed more than Landon Ricketts without firing a shot.
Feller at the saloon thought he saw him up by the gorge, straight north. You bring him in. Money's good, but I need him alive. Want to see to it the widows get paid before he swings.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Alive. That's the important point.
Alive. Yeah, I got it.
The Dakota River ran cold that morning. Arthur rode north, the wind biting sharp. $50. Alive. He reminded himself of that part. Some men made dying easy. Keeping them breathing, that was the hard part.
Oh, well, what we got here? You Benedict Allbright?
No, sir.
You kind of look like him. I was told he'd be up here.
No, not me, sir.
It's just, I want to buy some medicine. Heard good things. I'll pay in gold. My mother's real sick.
Oh, well, if it's for a sick woman, I'd be happy to help. I'm a healer, you know, a medical man. Finest medicine in the state.
Allbright handed over the bottle, eyes already counting the gold he thought was coming. Arthur took it, then tossed it over the cliff into the river below.
Game's over, mister. Put your hands up. I'm taking you in.
Taking me in, what for?
Apparently, that stuff you're pushing is killing folk. There's a price on your head. Ain't my business.
Yeah, come on, partner, that's nonsense. I'm a healer. I got an aura. I speak to spirits. I'm a scientist. Folks get angry for no good reason. This is a mistake.
Sure. Keep your hands up, buddy. They only want you for questioning.
I have to insist, this is a mistake.
Don't be a fool.
But fools and cliffs rarely mix well. Allbright took a step back, and his heel met nothing but air.
Whoa, hold on!
I'm slipping. Oh.
Arthur lunged forward, grabbing him by the collar fingers burning against the man's weight.
Hold on, damn it!
He pulled him back to solid ground. But Allbright's panic wasn't done.
You saved me. You're taking me in?
It's just for questioning.
I'll be better off jumping.
The fool tried again, lunging toward the edge. Arthur caught him barely.
They expressly told me not to kill you.
This is about you?
Don't jump!
Or what? You can't shoot me.
Please.
I'll take my chances.
Come here!
Bye, friend.
And with that, Allbright threw himself into the river below. Arthur stared for a second half in disbelief, half in annoyance.
I really do not like you.
The river was rough carving through the gorge like a knife. Allbright flailed lungs, fighting for air.
Help me!
Swim to the edge. Grab onto something.
Oh, no!
Don't you dare drown. Hold your breath, Rip, it's coming.
Arthur galloped along the riverbank, eyes locked on the thrashing figure below. One shot. He twirled his lasso overhead, rope slicing the air.
Get over to the bank.
The rope snapped around Allbright's chest. Arthur dragged him through the shallow, shoaled him up like a gasping fish.
Come here. Come here.
Who made you God, friend? Who made you judge?
I'm only in it for the money.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I'm sure it does seem that way.
Arthur hogtied him tight enough to keep his hands still, loose enough to breathe.
All right, let's take you in.
The ride back was slow. Allbright groaned, talked more than he should have.
Sir, I think I must be suffering from exposure.
Suffer a little longer.
I seem to keep blacking out.
Arthur's patience wore thin, but the town came into view. Arthur guided his horse down the familiar, muddy path leading into Valentine. The town was waking up blacksmith's hammer ringing, townsfolk swapping gossip, and the faint whistle of a passing train in the distance. But Arthur wasn't here for pleasantries. He had a half-drowned snake oil salesman slumped over his saddle and $50 waiting behind a sheriff's desk.
All right, partner, yeah, we're here. Time to face the music.
Arthur dismounted, hoisted Allbright off the horse like a sack of grain, and dragged him toward the sheriff's office.
Well, didn't expect you back so soon.
A woman, Mrs. Calthorpe, stepped aside as Arthur hauled Allbright through the door.
Oh, my word.
Don't mind us, ma'am.
Arthur dropped Allbright onto the wooden floor with a heavy thud.
There's been some mistake. I didn't.
Told you to shut up, partner.
Got him in one piece, huh?
More or less.
Arthur untied the ropes binding Allbright's wrists and helped him to his feet, roughly.
I'm innocent, I swear.
Yeah, sure. Good luck with that.
Arthur shoved him into the open cell. The iron bars clanged shut.
Well, that's a sight. You got my thanks, and your payment.
The sheriff handed Arthur a few worn bills.
Much obliged.
You ain't much of a man. You ask folks for forgiveness. You remember this, partner.
Already forgotten.
Arthur tipped his hat to the sheriff and stepped out into the street, $50 heavier, but feeling none the richer. In Valentine, a man could drag in a killer, but the dirt on his boots still stayed the same.
Just another day.
But Arthur knew nothing stayed quiet for long. Arthur stepped back out into the street, the sun hanging low over Valentine. The town moved on, same as ever carts rolling through the mud, voices rising from the saloon, and somewhere the sound of laughter. Life went on, whether a man swung from a rope or not, $50 in his pocket, but it didn't feel like much, didn't feel like nothing at all. Arthur lit a cigarette, took a slow drag. Another day done, another dollar earned. But out here, the debts, the real ones, they always came due.